Okay, so Ghost Panther. What? Ghost Rider and Black Panther combined, huh? I mean, that's obvious by the name, but seriously. That is pretty freaking awesome, though. I mean... Okay, so give me the info. T'Challa. The King of Wakanda made a deal with powerful and sinister forces that gained the power to lead and protect his people. So... I'm guessing he made a deal with Mephisto, or I don't know Ghost Rider's story too well. I don't know Ghost Rider's story too well, but it's like he made a deal with like Mephisto or whatever, and now he has even more power. But oh my god, like Flaming Panther. And then the Panther disappears. Dang it! The Panther should stay. Uh-oh. Okay. The Panther should stay. Like, the Panther should just stay with him. And, like, it would be awesome to have, like, the Panther attacking as, like, a striker character. As, like, an extra, like, you know, an assist character, like, Kaiju Kid has with it. Kaiju Kid and what's her name? Moon Girl? Moon Girl, I think her name was. The girl with the T-Rex. Devil Sword. Or something. I can't remember their names. I don't use those characters. Anyway. Tier 2. He's a universal type character. So, at tier 2, go back. At tier 2 with no potential, I honestly want to say he is pretty much very close. If not, he's already a glass cannon. Because look at the defense stats and look at the offense. But maxing out his potential, yeah, I would say he's a glass cannon. Which, that's generally where we find our universal characters sitting, is that they're either world bosses, glass cannons, or like super defensive. It's rare to find it, like usually the ones that like break the rules of like the universal type characters are usually premiums or world bosses. But anyway, let's look at his leader skill. Fiery Spirit, all allies critical rate increases by 15%, fire damage by 30%. It's nice to have another fire damage user, to be honest. And I'm just gonna say, like, just look at it. Like, seriously, that honestly is pretty dang scary. It's not even Halloween yet, but that is like, honestly, I have to say, like, that is a pretty cool costume. Passive. Okay, so I already looked at his leader skill. Passive skill applies to self. Super armor. All defense increased by 5%. Decreases physical damage received by 30%. 90% chance to become immune to fire damage. You know, you would have been great a very, very long time ago for certain missions. Just saying. Well, I mean, I guess he can handle the Alliance raids. So, Tier 2 passive applies to all allies, increases fire damage by 50%, decreases damage received from supervillain type characters by 15%, increases damage dealt to supervillain characters by 45%. Wow. So his active skills, Panther summon. So I guess he does summon the cool epic flaming Panther. Deals 1% bleed damage every 1 second, so for 3 seconds. Physical damage 117% of physical attack. So that's obviously why his defense stats are low, is because he's getting super armor. Skill 2, stun and more fire damage. Skill 3, Ancient Spirit, stun, 50% chance for immunity to all damage for 5 seconds, 0.5% increased all attacks. So a true damage factor going in here. True damage is going in here. And fire damage, 155% of physical attack. It's nice to have a fire attacker that is actually not energy based. King's Wrath deals 10% bleed damage every 1 second. Deals 10% dude, bleed and burn damage. I think you're kind of breaking some rules here. You usually get one or the other, never both. 50% chance for immunity to all damage again. 40 fire damage, 48% of physical attack, additional 48 fire damage. Penance Claw. Oh jeez. Oh god. Applies to enemies. Stun for 2 seconds. Deals 15% bleed damage every 1 second. Fire damage, 112% of physical attack. Additional 71 fire damage. Wow, I mean, just like on paper, this sounds great. So, where do you get? How do you get him? Premium. Premium character. That's sad. That's actually rather sad because I would rather, be able to get him. Like, he just looks way too awesome not to have. Team bonuses? Of course he's going to team up with Ghost Rider. And of course he's going to team up with Black Panther. No doubts about it. So, that's a pretty cool team up, at the very least. Still very few available though. But I guess that's what happens when you're doing the Infinity Warps. Anyway, let's look at this. Let's actually have a look at the skills here. He just looks pretty freaking hype as a character. I'm just like, what the heck is this? And I was like, this looks freaking awesome. What? What? That intro. That intro. I mean, I want to say they may have been a bit lazy. I want to say they may have been a bit lazy because it looked like he was still he was riding a motorcycle, so it looked like he stole a bit of animation from Ghost Rider. Like they took a bit of animation from Ghost Rider and just used that there, but it's still a pretty cool entrance animation. I was like, I just like the look of this character, even if he may or may not be good. Okay, so let's start. Normal attack from far away. He just jumps in and is like, what's Wolverine's move in Marvel? Berserker Slash. Like, ah! And then up close, we got 1, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice. That's actually pretty nice. I guess that's what I would expect from a Hellcat, or... Well, oh wait, we have a Hellcat. Hell Panther? I don't know what to call it. Ghost Panther. Okay, let's just go with that. Skill 1. And the Panther just runs off into the sunset. So, okay, so... So during his, like, you just go yeah, that, like, just having the Panther just run, just seeing the Panther at any point, like, I'm already gushing, because that's pretty awesome. Okay, skill 2. So like a double flaming roundhouse. This guy is like all he needs is a spear. He can be Scorpion. He's a double flaming roundhouse ending with a epic punch. So, see it again one more time. That's pretty, like, that's honestly pretty cool. Like, I just like the looks of his skills. Skill 3. Okay, that was pretty awesome. And you're gonna have to see it from far away because you didn't get to see the whole thing. So he calls in the Panther to be like, yo, let's go. And then it's like just charges forward. It's like he's like, that is pretty awesome. Okay, so skill 4. Dude! And that was from far away. He just, like, he's not, okay, so in the middle of the animation, because you can barely see it, like, you can barely see what's happening, he knocks the enemy upward and then just, like, makes, like, a huge explosion. That is pretty awesome. Like, I can't lie. This is, like, all these attacks just look way too awesome to be true. Skill 5. Wow. Wow. I mean, there's a part of me that wishes this lasted longer because I'm thinking, because it's pretty much Black Panther's skill 5, where he just dashes across the screen and you can't touch him, but he's basically clawing you to death. But this is awesome. Just calls in the Panther. The Panther's already going, and then Ghost Panther just dashes across the screen, doing clawing him up. That is pretty awesome. Okay. Right now, I've only looked at two of the new characters. This guy is this guy is on my awesome list. Like, this guy is on the awesome list. Like, just like you just, there's no, like, he's just freaking awesome, and I love the animations he has. So 2 down, 2 to go. Next one is going to be Iron Hammer.